Rain lashed down on the desolate country road as Ethan Wilson slammed the car door, leaving me, 8 months pregnant, staggering in the mud. My belly ached from the jolt, my fingers white as I clung to the window frame, begging him to reconsider. But his eyes were fixed on his phone, Sandy Moore's weak voice crackling through the speaker. Sandy, I'm on my way. Don't cry. I'll take care of you. He didn't even glance at me, not when my waterline blurred, not when I whispered, Ethan, the doctor said I could go into labor anytime. He scoffed, yanking my hand off the car. You tricked me into this, baby. Don't act like you're fragile. Walk home. Mom's house is 2 miles up the road. I've got better things to do than coddle a liar. The engine roared to life. I stumbled backward, watching his taillights vanish into the storm. The cold rain soaked through my coat, my belly tightening with a sharp cramp. I sank to my knees, hands pressed to my bump, when a pair of headlights sliced through the dark, bright, blinding, speeding straight for me. I flew through the air, pain exploding in every bone. My phone skittered into the mud, and I crawled for it, blood mixing with rain on my palms. I dialed Ethan, my vision fading, but his voice came through harsh and impatient. Sandy's fever spike. Can you stop being so damn unreasonable? I don't have time for your drama. Click. The line went dead. Then, the SUV's door creaked open. A shadow loomed over me, and I heard a trembling voice on the phone. I hit her. She's pregnant. What do I do if she dies? Before the tires crunched over my legs, and darkness swallowed me whole. When I opened my eyes again, I had turned into a soul floating in the air. Before I could take a last look at my bloody corpse, a gust of wind blew me to Ethan's side. Ethan and Sandy were sitting on a bench in the emergency waiting area. Sandy looked weak and leaned on Ethan's shoulder, her face full of sweetness and happiness. .It this time. Ethan's phone rang. It was his mother Jenny. Yolanda didn't come home to celebrate your birthday? I think she is mad at me on purpose. I am accompanying Sandy to the hospital. Yolanda is so mean. After hanging up the phone, Ethan still seemed a little angry, with a gloomy face. Yolanda takes herself too seriously. She thinks she can do whatever she wants now that she is pregnant. I won't look for her this time. It's time for her to learn her lesson. There was pride and joy in Sandy's eyes, but she still looked considerate and patted Ethan on the back. Ethan, don't be angry. It's my fault. I shouldn't have asked you to accompany me. Seeing Sandy blaming herself, Ethan hugged her and comforted her. Yolanda is not worthy of being compared to you. As I looked at the cold look in Ethan's eyes when he mentioned me, my heart was completely broken. I met Ethan for the first time when I went to visit my brother Chris Jackson at his school. At first sight, I was attracted to Ethan and started to pursue him. At that time, Sandy had just gone abroad. Ethan was sad and was in a daze all day long. I followed him all the time. In the beginning, he ignored me, but later he started to accept me. I thought I had won his heart, but I didn't expect that things would be completely changed that night. I received Ethan's invitation to go to the hotel, and as soon as I entered the room, he hugged me. After that night, his eyes turned cold and disgusted when he looked at me. Despite my repeated explanations, he still felt that it was a setup by me. Later, I became pregnant and he married me under pressure from Jenny. I always thought that I would move him one day, and the truth would come out one day, but no. I could no longer wait for that day. After Ethan sent Sandy home, he drove back to our home. He was a little absent-minded along the way, and he looked at his mobile phone from time to time. When he got home and found the house was black, he couldn't help but frown. She has a bad temper. She even dares not go home. In the past, no matter how angry I was, I would never stay out all night. Ethan glanced at his phone, but there was still no message. He felt annoyed and took off his tie. Suddenly, his cell phone rang, and the sound was particularly sharp in the quiet night. Ethan hurriedly picked up his phone. When he saw the name Sandy, I saw a trace of disappointment on his face for the first time, but it disappeared soon. Ethan, please help me with the case of my brother that I told you about tonight. I've already asked him to turn himself into the police station. Ethan rubbed his brows, looking a little tired. Don't worry, Sandy. Your brother is my brother. I will help him minimize the responsibility. The next day, Ethan woke up on the sofa. Last night, he was sitting alone in the living room, lost in thought. He looked at the clock from time to time and finally fell asleep on the sofa. When Ethan stood up and saw the untouched slippers at the door, his face was gloomy. For the first time, a flicker of unease creeped into his chest. He'd never known Yolanda to stay out all night, not even when they fought. He grabbed his phone, fingers hovering over her contact, but before he could dial, click the link in my bio to get the full story for free. Find out if Ethan connects Yolanda's absence to Sandy's brother, how Yolanda's soul takes revenge.